It's hanging. I think today too many people using the internet, yeah, on this campus. That's why it's hanging. Cannot work. Let me see using touch screen. Okay, then the next issue is on the assessment. How are you going to be assessed for this unit? Okay, generally there are a few assessments. Okay, so we'll have online test 1 and 2. There are 2 tests. Okay, all together. Online test 1 and 2. So online test 1 will cover the first 2 chapters, which include the statistics and probability. Okay, and it will consist of 20 multiple choice questions. Each question consists of 4 options for you to choose. Okay, and the duration of the quiz is 1 hour. Okay, 20% the waiting. And I already set the date. I put 27 May, which is Friday, 4 to 5. The reason I choose Friday evening time is because it's to cater for the international students as well. Because we have students from Kenya, China, they have different time zone. So if I set the time at 9 o'clock, then some of the students may need to wake up very early or midnight in order to attend the quiz. So temporarily, I just put 27 May. Okay. Is Friday evening time. Okay. And before the online test, I'll also give you one practice exercise so that you can be familiar with the questions, okay, the format questions. In fact, the practice exercise I already posted on the Canvas. Let me go back to Canvas if I can. Okay. Practice exercise I already posted under the module. Okay. So before the online test 1, we can discuss all the questions under the practice exercise. Practice exercise. Let me see whether we can get the practice exercise question. Yeah. Okay. Under week 4 and 5. You can attempt the test many times as you like. This is only the practice exercise only, so you can attempt as many times as you like. Okay. Got the instruction as well. So these are the questions. Like this. Anyway, all of you will receive different set of questions because I will randomize the question, randomize the answer as well. So all of you will have different questions. Okay. Okay, we can discuss in more detail next time before the actual online test 1. Now I go back to the PowerPoint slide. Okay. And then for online test 2, it also consists of 20 multiple choice questions, 1 hour duration. We'll cover the chapters of these chapters. Online test 2, it'll cover start from financial mathematics, the green one, and arithmetic and algebra modeling, plus the graphical analysis. Okay, that will be chapter 4, 5, and 6 for test 2. Okay. Chapter 7 metrics are covered in the final exam later. So the weighting for online test 2 also 20%. The date is temporarily set on the 4th of July. It's Monday. Okay, but I put in the afternoon, evening time. It's on Monday, week 12. Okay, this week is week 1. So our online test 2 will be conducted in week 12. Okay. Before I go for a few project, okay, let me proceed to the final assessment. Okay. So the final assessment also will be conducted online. Okay. Will consist of 40 multiple choice questions. That will be a combination of online test 1 and online test 2 questions. Duration is 2 hours. Okay. We'll cover all the topics. Weighting is 50%. 50%. And final assessment that is subject to the timetabling committee to decide. Okay, we haven't finalized it, so it depends on the final exam unit to decide the time. But anyway, they'll publish the timetable for final assessment probably in week 10. Okay, you should be able to receive through email for the final assessment timetable for all the subjects. Okay, okay. Now last one, fieldwork project. This is a group project. Okay, fieldwork project is a group project. Okay, let me share the fieldwork project details. You can go to your Canvas. See, hanging. I want to go to the Canvas to show you the fieldwork project instruction. Okay. Now I go to, you can go to either discussion. Okay. I already save one document under the discussion. Okay. All right, so if you want to know the instruction and expectation for this project, you can go to here. Okay, so I already attached the instruction here. This is the one. Yeah. So this project is a group project, whereby you can form a group, maximum of 5 students. Okay, 5 students in a group. And the group members must be selected from the same tutorial group. So let's say if you're in group 2, then you should choose your group members from group 2 also. You cannot choose from other group. Okay. The reason is because it's easy for you to do communication or discussion with your team members. So it's better for you to choose the members from the same group. Okay. Maximum 5 people. You can have 3 or 4. It's up to you. But maximum 5. Okay. Then what are the topics that you can choose then? Okay. What are the topics that you can choose? I have list out a few. Okay. Optional one. Okay. Or you can discuss with your team members. The topic or the research question that you like to choose. See, hanging. Okay. Like for instance, you can choose a number of Facebook friends owned by Swinburne Sarawak students. Okay, owned by 50 Swinburne Sarawak students. So you need to interview 50 Swinburne Sarawak students and check, okay, how many Facebook friends they have. Okay, maybe Ali has 100 friends. Siti has 150 friends. So we jot down the record. Okay, collect until 50 data enough. So you can divide your job among your team members, okay, on how to collect the data. Second question is on like, okay, if you don't want this question, you may choose like expenditure of Swinburne Sarawak students in the last purchase of McDonald's meal. Okay, you may interview, let's say, we have Wei Fen, okay, interview Wei Fen. How many? What is the expenditure for the McD meal in the last purchase? Interview her. Okay, continue interview. 50 students get the data. Jot down the number. That will be your project 1. Or you can decide other topics. Okay. So once you have decided the topic, what can you do is you can either contact me. Okay, during the tutorial, you can ask whether this topic is a good topic. Why? Because you should choose a topic whereby the data that you collected are quantitative data. Okay, quantitative data, because we want to learn how to measure all these quantitative data. So the topic that you choose should be able to collect quantitative data, but not qualitative. Okay. So later on, I'm going to teach you how to identify whether this variable is quantitative or qualitative. Okay. And then in week 3, all your team must already decided the topic that you want to study in week 3. Okay. Once you agree among the group members about the topic, Then you can go to the Canvas site, okay, and jot down the topic that you want to do, and also the name of the leader and also the name of your team members. Hanging. I think it's because I also link to the another computer as well. That's why hanging. Okay. Okay, so if you manage to decide the topic in week 1 or week 2, then you can start to do the data collection, okay, and start to do your project 1. The project 1 due date is in week 5, which is on 13 May 2022, okay, Friday, 12 noon. You need to submit your work through Canvas as well. I'm going to show you later on. Maybe during the tutorial, I'll show you, all right? Not today, because we need to spend time on chapter 1. But I'll explain to you how to submit your work of project 1 through the Canvas. Okay. Today we just need to know the deadline for each assessment. Okay. So after you submitting your project 1 report, I'm going to do marking and provide some comments and also give you marks through the Canvas as well. So you should be able to receive my comments through the Canvas. Okay, after 2 weeks after you submit your project 1, then based on the comments in project 1, you can start with your project 2 report. Okay, the project 2 report you need to submit in week 10. Hanging the system. Okay, this is the project 2 report, instructions. So the due date is week 10, 24th June, Friday, 12 noon. Okay. So these are the questions. Okay. Any questions so far on the project? So far so good, huh? All right. Some students may ask, then what happened if submit late? Okay, if 1 day submission late, is 10% of the marks will be deducted. Okay, 10% of the marks will be deducted if you submit a day after. How about if you submit day 2 after the due date, then another 10% of your marks will be deducted. That means 30% of your total marks for particular assessment will be deducted. Okay, so this is the rule for late assignment submission. Okay. So I stop for a while. Any questions on the assessments for online test, final assessment, and also the project? I believe that all of you are still new and still don't know each other, so it's okay. Spend your time within 2 weeks. Then you try to search for your appropriate team members. Okay. If not, okay, then I'll proceed to the next section. It's on the learning materials. Okay, all the learning materials are already posted on the Canvas based on module. Okay, and if you want to do further reading, you can also go for the reference book. There is no textbook for this subject. There is no main textbook. No need to buy any book. Okay, because we are going to use online book. We will have online book. Okay, free online book, which is this one. Okay, so this is the access. Okay, this is the online access to access the book. Okay, we are using the edition 7. This is the cover. All right. If you want to have hard copy, you can go to library to borrow hard copy. This is the 6th edition, 5th edition, and this is the 4th edition. Okay. So any edition you can use. If you want hard copy, you can just borrow from the library. We have many copies available for students to borrow. Okay. or otherwise you can just simply using the online version. Okay. Besides that, you can also refer to other reference books, okay, listed in the PowerPoint slide as well. So should be enough for 100 students to access the books. Okay, we have enough. It's only the matter of different versions. Okay, so this is all about the unit outline for this unit. Any questions so far? Before we proceed to chapter 1. So far so good, huh? Okay, then I go to chapter 1. Huh? For chapter 1, you can get the notes from your module, as I already mentioned to you, under the Canvas. Module week 1, if you want to get the notes. This I cross. Okay. All can listen. All can hear me, can the system okay? Okay, good. So today we'll go to chapter 1, basic, introductory of statistics. Close. Okay. I'll open my email because I saved one copy, the PowerPoint slide, in my email. Hopefully for those who sit at the corner can see the PowerPoint slide later. And I also open the Excel worksheet. Later on, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to do some basic calculations and how to draw the tables and also graphs and charts. Hopefully you can see the PowerPoint slide later on. Okay, let me see any problem with the international students. Okay, so for international students who join the class online, if you get any problem, you can just type your questions in the meeting chat, all right? Or else you can also ask questions here as well. It's connected, okay? You can ask questions if you want. But make sure that you try to unmute your mic from time to time. Clement got some question. Okay, no problem, sir. Okay, thank you, Clement. Yeah. Okay, so for this chapter, today we are going to learn basic terms of statistics, okay, and also try to differentiate different types of data that we are going to collect. And after that, we are going to use this data to present either the table format or in the chart format. It can be bar chart, pie chart, histogram, or jive curve. But which diagram we are going to present all this data depends on the nature of the data. Okay, so at first we need to know first what is statistics for this chapter. So statistics actually is representing the scientific procedures of collecting data, organizing the data properly, okay, so that can analyze and presenting the data and interpreting the data for decision-making purpose. So statistics can be applied to business, to health science, education, even science, IT, or the design as well. Okay, for all the field, in fact. So I put this as the first chapter. Okay, so when we deal with data, we need to understand first the nature of the data. Okay, so that we can decide what type of data we want to collect. What type of question? It depends on the survey question that we want to do, right, to answer. Okay, so generally there are two types of data, either qualitative or quantitative data. Okay, so qualitative data are the data that describe the nature of the selected people, selected objects, selected phenomenon. Okay, and this data you probably can only feel or test, okay, but you are not able to measure or count. These are qualitative data. Quantitative data we call as usually a number. okay, countable, or it can be measured using certain measurement tool, so that you can analyze the data using some statistical software to do the analysis. Okay. Okay, let's say now, okay, let's say these are the data that we have from a hospital, okay, which consists of length of stay, age, sex or gender, and total charges in dollar. Yeah. So based on these four variables, what type of data you are going to get from this information, let's say, okay, either qualitative or quantitative. Okay, we start with length of stay. Length of stay means it's counted in days. So the first patient stayed in the hospital for 3 days. Okay, the second patient also 3 days. Third patient stayed in the hospital for 11 days, and etc. That's the meaning. Okay. So based on length of stay information, are these data qualitative or quantitative? What do you think? Qualitative or quantitative? Answer is quantitative, right? Good, very good. So we can type here quantitative data. So we can count, yeah? We can count the number of days stayed by the patient in the hospital. Okay. So length of stay is considered as quantitative variable. So the data that you are going to collect will be quantitative data. Okay. Okay. How about the second variable, age? Age can be, okay, if I expect, I think most of you are 18 years old or 19, right? 18 years old, I think, this year. Most of you are 19 or 18 years old, yeah? Age. So if your age variable, then what type of data you are going to collect then? Quantitative as well, yeah? Because you can count, okay? Measure. So it's quantitative data. Okay. For sex gender, the data that you're going to get either it will be female or male. F is stand for female, M is stand for male. Right? Either female or male that you're going to get the information. So this type of data will be considered as qualitative or quantitative. Qualitative, quali, okay, quali. Because the information that you get, you cannot accumulate or count, right? 1, 2, okay, you cannot sum out all the numbers. These are not numbers, right? These are only a symbol to represent the gender. Okay, so this is qualitative data. Qualitative. Last one is total charges. That means the amount spent by the patient in the hospital throughout the stay. And the unit for total charges is in dollar sign, dollar unit. So these are the data collected. Okay. So do you think these data are qualitative or quantitative? Quantitative, correct, yeah? Quantitative. Qualitative. Okay, spelling. Okay. So far so good, huh? So that means quantitative data you can count or measure. Qualitative data usually you only can feel, okay, or observe or test, or hear using your 5 senses, or feel. Okay, like temperature today seems to be is quite warm, warm or cold. Warm, cold is considered as qualitative data. Whereby you need to sense using your body, okay? Either using your eyes to observe, using your nose to get the smell, whether it's good smell or bad smell, right? Or using your mouth to taste food, whether it's sour, sweet. Okay, these are all qualitative data. Okay. Or listen using your ear, whether it's loud voice or low voice. Okay. Loud or noisy, all these are qualitative data. So far so good, qualitative and quantitative. Okay, then how about blood type? We have A, B, AO, and O, right? So blood type is considered as qualitative, how about name of students? Quali, name of student is qualitative, because name is only used to categorize the students only. Okay, we are not able to quantify the students whether it's good or bad based on the name. Okay, name is only used to categorize students. So it's qualitative also. Okay. How about nationality? Qualitative, huh? Okay, good. Okay. So now next is we like to differentiate again. Further differentiate between the discrete and continuous quantitative data. Yeah? So in fact, quantitative data can be divided into two types again, either discrete or continuous. What does it mean, discrete? Discrete means the data that you collect will be whole number, no decimal number at the back. Okay, it's not a continuous number, it's a whole number. Whole number means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until 1,000, 2,000. These are whole number. Okay, no decimal point at the back. Whole number. Okay, and for discrete data, you only can count like people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People cannot be 10.7. No, yeah. You can say we have 90 students in the class. We have 10 students attending online class. We cannot say 10.5 students. Okay, so number of people considered as quantitative discrete data. Okay. Same like this as well. Number of CP choose one. Number of whiteboard markers inside the box. Okay, so you can count like 1, 2, 3, how many. So number of whiteboard markers inside the box is also considered as quantitative discrete data. Okay. Okay, on the other hand, how about quantitative continuous data? Quantitative continuous data are the data that you need to use some instrument to measure. You cannot count, but you need to measure using certain tools or measurements, okay, or instruments to measure. Let's say weight. If you want to know the weight of certain student or people, you need to use the weighting scale, okay, to measure the weight of an object or person. So that means the data that you collect for weight should be quantitative continuous data. Okay, it can be 65.8 kg. Yeah, the answer 65.7 kg. Okay. Okay. Second example will be height of a person. Okay. Let's say if your study variable for your project is height, then you may need to use measurement tape, okay, or ruler in order to measure height of a person. It can be 173 centimeter, okay, or 173.6 centimeter. Temperature, today it seems to be quite warm, so probably it's about 36 degrees Celsius maybe. So you need to measure using some thermometer, okay, to measure today's temperature as well. Time is quite tricky, but generally can be under the quantitative continuous data. Yeah? Time here can be either second, in the second unit, in hours, minutes, day, week. These are time. Okay, so you can measure either using watch, clock, or the stopwatch. Okay. Liquid volume. Liquid volume also you need some certain tool, okay, to measure the volume of this liquid in the beaker. It can be about 400 milliliter. Okay. So you need instrument in order to measure the liquid volume. Last one is angles. Angles you have to use the protector to measure angles. Let's say this angle, okay, like 90 degrees for instance. So all these variables will help you to collect the quantitative continuous data. Okay, so far so good. So let's do exercise. But I already have the answer for you. Okay, it's fine. We can go through one by one. Okay, the first question is the number of hotel licenses currently existing in the Northern Territory. So for this question, the variable is hotel licenses, number of license. Okay. So do you think that number of license is discrete or continuous? Answer is discrete. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, license issued by government usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No need to use any measurement or an instrument to measure. Okay? So it's discrete. B, number of oysters eaten by this Australian Western District seafood champion. Number of oysters, you can count also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's discrete. Okay, C, time. This is time. Time is the variable. Time that a person used to win his first 100 meters hurdle title. Okay, time. Time, that means you need to use a watch or clock to measure how long, okay, this runner can finish 100 meters within a certain period. Okay, so you need clock or some measurement instrument to measure. So it's continuous data. Okay, time is going to provide you continuous data. Okay, D, number of the FX holdings still registered in Australia. I think it's something like company, yeah? Number of companies registered, organization registered. Number of organization, companies, so it will be discrete also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot have like 1.7 companies. Okay. So this is discrete. However, you can count. Okay, E, weight of the black packs produced during the 4 weeks period. Weight of an object, weight of an object. So it's also continuous because you need some weighting scale. Okay, next one. Number of cans of dog food fed to bull terriers during January. Number of canned food. Okay, number of canned food. 1 can, 2 cans, 3 cans. So this is also considered as discrete. Okay. Last one. The depth of the gold mine chef ducks during the 1920s in Ballarat. So it's about the depth. Depth also you need to measure as well, using some instruments, so it's continuous data. Okay, so far so good. So you may find that actually, right, there's a trend. If the question got number one, all are discrete, right? Number, all are discrete. Okay. Okay, I have another example. This is example from question A, survey question A, real life survey question A. So all this question is cover the demographic profile of the participants in the survey. Okay, we have few questions. So let us see from this question what type of data we are going to collect. Okay. First question is a name, asking name of the participant. So name is qualitative or quantitative? Quali, name, because for the name we can only identify or differentiate or categorize the students, but we are not able to quantify which student is better. Okay, from the name we cannot. Okay, so name is considered as qualitative data. Okay, question 2, gender. Gender, okay, there are 2 options. Either you can choose male or female. So gender just now, what's the answer? Qualitative or quantitative? Quali, categorize the participant. Okay. Third question is age. Okay, age. At first, we need to decide whether it's qualitative or quantitative first. Quali or quanti? Quanti, okay. Then quanti, then we have to further decide again. Okay, if quanti, then whether this is discrete or continuous. Okay, bear in mind, this question is open-ended question. So the student can free to write the figures for the age. It can be 19 years, 8 months. Okay, some may put 8 months. So 19 years, 8 months. If some students put 19 years, 8 months, then what is the meaning then? That means it is 19 plus 8 over 12, right? If you want to convert the result into years unit, so we need to convert this 8 months into years, right? So 8 divided by, because we need to convert to years, so it's divided by 12, because 1 year has 12 months. So you get 2 over 3. So if you use calculator, you'll get 19.66666. You can round. Okay, you can, let's say, you can round to here 7. Okay. You get 19.66666 continuous. So it can be quantitative, continuous data. Can you get what I mean? Okay, yeah? So it's continuous, not discrete, yeah? Continuous data. Okay, this one I delete because it seems to be yeah, the boxes now already run. Okay. Fourth question. Fourth question is about the highest level of education completed, whether it's year 10, 11, 12, diploma, degree level, or foundation level. Okay. So based on this type of question, what type of data you are going to collect? Qualitative or quantitative? Quali or quanti? Quali, yeah? Qualitative, yeah. So some students may ask, but here got number. But this number only used to categorize only, yeah? Categorize the participant level, whether it's year 10, year 11, year 12, diploma or degree. So it's qualitative data, not quantitative. This number is only used to categorize the participants, okay? But we are not able to quantify how good those who finish year 10, how good those who finish diploma or degree, we are not able to quantify. Okay, we are not able to quantify the difference between those who answer year 10 and year 12 or 11 as well. Okay, so this is a qualitative data. Okay, next question. 5, number of hours per week spent studying. But okay, for this question now is you have to leave the answer in the nearest whole number. Whole number now. This is very tricky, whole hour. Your answer must be in whole number, cannot have any decimal point. So it's quite tricky now. So just now we already learned, right? For time, it should be quantitative data because we need clock to count everything, right? But for this question, the answer must be left in the whole number. Quite tricky. If that's the case, then the answer will be quantitative data already. Already changed to quantitative data because the answer is in whole number. Okay. Okay. If quantitative data, okay, then what is the whether it's quantitative, discrete, or continuous then? Just now, I think we already studied, right? Using we need to use clock or this to measure, so it should be continuous, right? Support should be continuous, but because of this word whole number. Okay, so for question 5, we are going to collect the quantitative, discrete data, quantitative, discrete data, because of the question format. Okay, whole number. Okay, last question. We have two parts, 6A and 6B. Okay, 6A, are you employed? So your answer is either yes or no. We call this as a dichotomous question. Dichotomous means your answer can be yes or no. Okay, either yes or no question. Dichotomous. If the answer provided are dichotomous, then this is qualitative or quantitative? Yes or no? Quali or quanti? Quali, yeah? Okay, qualitative, right? Yes or no question is qualitative because it's not number. Okay, last one. If your answer is yes in question 6A, so how many hours per week do you work? Okay, so bear in mind now, for this question, how many hours per week do you work? And this question is open-ended question. Does not specify your answer must be in the whole number. Okay, can be any number. So some students may put maybe 6.3333. Can be this answer also. So for this question, the answer is quantitative continuous. Quantitative continuous data. Okay. So far so good. The difference between qualitative and quantitative, the difference between quantitative, continuous, and quantitative discrete. Okay, so make sure that you understand this because for your project 1, you need to select the question whereby you are going to collect quantitative continuous data. Okay, or okay, discrete data also can. As long as you are able to collect the quantitative data so that you can apply what you learn for your project 1. Okay. Okay, next is you may ask, what is the reason we want to study the types of the data, the nature of data? Why? Because from the nature of the data, we can select the suitable diagram or table or chart in order to present the data information. Okay. So if the data collected are qualitative data means categorical data. If that's the case, then you can present the data using frequency distribution table, using the bar chart or pie chart. Okay. However, if you have quantitative data, okay, quantitative means numerical data, then you can present the data using either histogram, a polygon, or jive curve, and also the line graph. So some students may ask also, can we using frequency table, bar chart, and pie chart for the quantitative data? Yes, answer is yes. Okay. For quantitative data, you can also use the bar chart, pie chart. Okay, but for qualitative data, only limited to these three types of diagram in order to present the qualitative data. Okay. Okay, so now the next question is how to draw all these diagrams, how to present the data into different types of diagram or table. Okay, so for this unit, we're going to use Excel to organize the data and present the data to the audience. Okay, based on the data that we have. Okay, first example is, okay, we have a random sample of 20 university students were surveyed to find out whether they were studying full-time or part-time. Okay. Full-time or part-time, so that means it's the study mode. Study mode is considered as qualitative data. Okay, qualitative data, study mode, whether it's part-time or full-time. So it's qualitative data, okay. So for the full-time, okay, student will be given a code 1. So this number is only used to represent full-time student. Okay, 1 is represent full-time student. This one is not able to quantify the student, whether it's good or bad. Only can be used to categorize the student whether it's full-time or part-time. Okay, and 2 is used to represent the students who enroll in the part-time mode. Okay, so based on this data, you're asked to present the information in a frequency distribution table, bar chart, and pie chart. Okay, so now let's try. All right. So if you want to use Excel, I would rather advise you copy this data first. We have 20 data here. Copy this data for your PowerPoint slide. Otherwise, you need to type one by one. Okay, I copy the data. Now I go to Excel. We'll start with the frequency table first. Waiting for the system, all right, to open the Excel file. Yeah, so I had to take attendance for today's attendance. It's okay, we can just pass the attendance list later. Okay. think the room is quite warm, huh? Maybe you can just open the door. Do you feel quite warm, the room here?
Yeah.
Oh, quite warm, huh? Aircon seems to be not able to move. I try to open the door so that there's some air. Try to wait for the Excel to open. Okay, the file. Okay. Quite slow, is it, the system? Okay, so later on, I'm going to use the Excel software to demonstrate to you how to draw the frequency table, bar chart, pie chart, histogram, uh, polygon, and ogive curve. Then we can just call it there. Okay. Quite slow. Last week I tried still okay. This week I think today too many classes going on. Plus it's so connected to the another Microsoft Teams link as well. Okay, any international students coming in? Okay. In order to set the time, I already copy all the 20 data into the Excel file. Okay, so many already open. Okay, I've seen one here. Okay. Sorry, I'm hanging. Need to wait for the system to go to the appropriate sheet of the Excel. I'll try to enlarge later on. Huh? Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so if you want to copy the data, right, on the PowerPoint slide, you may, right? So I'll show you one more time, huh? It's like this. Okay, but the problem now is you may find that the format, right, the arrangement of the data now is in the horizontal form. If horizontal form, right, the Excel cannot read. Okay, so all this data must be arranged in the vertical form. Vertical means from top to down, yeah? Top to down. So how to do that in the, we're using shortcut, can. What can you do is, you highlight this 20 data. Okay, until here, right? Copy this 20 data. Okay, I'd like to place to, let's say, cell A2. Okay. Let's do here. Okay, then there are many options for you to choose. Okay, many options for you to choose how are you going to paste the data, right? Okay, you choose the fourth one, which is change from the horizontal form to vertical form. This one. Number 4, which is transpose. Okay, choose transpose. Try to enlarge the screen. I think I use this. I show you one more time. Okay. Choose transpose so that the data can be arranged in the vertical form. Vertical means from top to down. So we want this type of data. Right? You can also give a name for this variable. This one is called as enrollment status. You can give a name. Yeah? You can just put status or enrollment status. Okay. So next is that we need to sort the data first. Sort means we need to arrange the data from smallest to highest. Okay. So how to sort the data? You can go to that data tag. Okay, we need to highlight first. There are two ways. You can either select the column A, okay, highlight the column A, or you just need to highlight the cell for A2 until A21. So it's up to you. You can choose. Okay, let's say I choose this one. Or you can just highlight this. Also okay. Okay, so you got the data tag. Data type is at the top of the Excel sheet, right? Then, okay, there are many ways for you to sort the data. I'll choose this one, A to Z, that means from the lowest to highest number. Okay. Choose, sort the data from smallest to highest. So I'll choose this one, this button, okay. A to Z button. Okay. So you may find that the data already been sorted based on value. Okay. 1 will be at the top, 2 will be at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so now it's like we can build a table using we call it the subgroup. Huh? Where is the subgroup? Subgroup is here. Under the data tab, you must go to the data tab. Huh? Then you choose subgroup is at the far right, top right hand side of your Excel. This one. Subgroup, let me see, subgroup. Okay, subtotal. Okay. We go to subtotal. This one, huh? Subtotal, can you see? Subtotal is at the far right hand side. Okay. You can see group and group, then you choose subtotal. This one. Oh, no, I think I need to highlight the title also. I highlight everything, all right? I highlight everything, then I go to subtotal, including the title of the variable. You need to highlight this as well. Select the enrollment status also. Okay, then you go to click on the subtotal. Then you may find that there is a one message or dialog box appears. Okay, so asking you, how are you going to divide these participants? Okay, so now we want to count. Okay, we want to count how many are full-time, how many are part-time. So that means that we need to change this use function box from sum to count. Okay, we need to get the frequency. So we go to for count. Count means we want to know the frequency for 1, frequency for 2. Okay. So make sure that the enrollment status is chosen as well. It's already checked. Okay, then we click on OK to confirm. Okay. So from this, you may find that for Excel, right? There are 14 students, full-time students. 14 of them are full-time students. And how many are part-time? 6 of them. Okay. 6 of them are part-time students. Okay. So if you want to minimize, you can also minimize by clicking on the negative sign on the left-hand side. Okay. Okay, this row no need, so we can just delete this row, no need. Okay. So the one count here, you can put this as one count. You can change the name now. One count is representing the full time, right? So I put full time. And then the 2 count is it means the part time. Okay. Enrollment status, if you want, you can put here under here. That will be better. Okay. Enrollment status, it should be here if you want. Then here it can be the frequency or number of students. Some students may want to put another one, will be frequency. Also fine. Okay. It seems okay. I try to use, I want to tidy up, so I use format and use the auto fit column width. Okay. If you want to tidy up, make it more tidy. And also I try to bold the title for the column A and B as well. If you want to bold, this box also can. You can just highlight these few cells, okay, and then go to this one in order to add the borderline. I'll choose this one, all borders, to make the title more, yeah. Okay, I need to get my extension wire. Battery is running. Okay, I need to get my extension wire. Wait for a while, I go to get my extension wire. Toilet. Okay, so table okay for you? For all of you, frequency table. Okay, next we are going to pie chart first, right? Pie chart. Okay, so for pie chart is usually we want to present the frequency into percentage frequency. Okay? For this frequency, we prefer to change to percentage frequency when drawing the pie chart and bar chart. So what we can do now is we need to convert frequency to percentage frequency. So how to do so? Okay, I use another tab. Okay. I try to increase the size so that you can see the Excel file. All can see? Hopefully you can see, okay, maybe next time, maybe I have to sit that side, okay? For those who sit at the corner, hopefully you can see, These are, all right. So now is we need to have percentage frequency column. So I just put here, okay? We call this as percentage frequency. The unit is in percentage. Okay, so how to calculate the percentage frequency for full-time students? Okay, answer is, okay, you can use formula, equal 14, this one, right? Divided by total number of students who participated in the survey. Altogether, how many? 20 of them. So it's using 14 divided by 20. But because we want to change the percentage, right? So what you can do is you can multiply this equation with 100. So that can change this number to percentage. So it's multiply 100. 14 divided by 20, and then multiply 100. So far so good. And then press enter. 70%. So that means out of these 20 students, 70% of the students are full-time students. Okay. Then how about part-time student? Also the same. Press equal button. Okay. Then select this number 6. Okay. Because we want to convert to 100%, so you can do is multiply 100, then divided by 20. We divide 20 because in total there are 20 students involved in the survey. 30% of them. If you want to confirm, okay, your answer suppose total out should be 100. So if you want to know, confirm, then what you can do is you can sum up. You can use sum, okay, and then put open bracket and sum up these two numbers. Formula is 100. Okay, one more time. Okay, then I use total only. This plus this number 100. Okay, so that means that when we draw the pie chart, we need the enrollment status and also the percentage frequency. Okay, frequency column no need anymore. Right? So if you really want to save your time, what you can do is you can just copy these two columns. This one, we only need this column. So just put somewhere here, right? Somewhere nearby. And also this column, percentage frequency. Okay, when you paste, you have to paste the values only. Bear in mind, because now just how we use formula, right? So if you want to paste the value for percentage frequency column, make sure that you choose this one, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Without formula, choose this one. Values only. Okay. We only want the values. Okay, follow. Okay, so now we need to start to draw the pie chart first. All right. So how to do so? We need to select these two columns. Until here enough. Total no need. Okay. Select the full-time and part-time statistics. Okay. You can also include the title of the column. Okay, then we go to insert this tag. Okay. Next to home. Insert. Then you should be able to see many types of charts. So we'll start with pie chart. So pie chart, what is pie chart? Pie chart actually is a round, okay, graph that shows proportion of different categories of the observed participant or object, okay, based on proportion. So we choose this one, pie chart. This one. Then the question may ask you, okay, there are so many pie charts you can choose, either 2D, 3D, or this, okay? We choose the simple one, 2D now, okay? 2 dimension. Choose this one, okay? Simple one, simple and nice. But the problem is, you may find that, right, the Excel sheet does not give you very perfect pie chart layout. The layout is not nice. Something missing. The title should not be this, wrong title, right? And the statistics for both the full-time and part-time also not shown. No figures. Not perfect, So we need to improve. So how to improve? We can go to layout. So there are a few layout you can choose, huh? But you need to select this graph first, right? Then we choose layout. Okay. So if you want to choose the layout, you need to click this graph, this diagram. So once you choose this diagram, you may find that there is one layout tool here, which is quick layout under the home tab. You choose this one, quick layout. Okay, so there are many layouts for you to choose. Okay, layout one will be better because if you choose layout one, you may find that the statistics will be given inside the chart. Okay, that will be better. Okay, very simple. So I'll choose layout one. Okay, so that means the orange portion is representing the part-time student, and then the blue one represent the blue time. The blue one represent the full-time student. Okay, you may find that if your wording size is too small, you can try to increase also the font size if you want. So let's say full-time 70%. Okay, you may find that it's very small, and then someone is the wording is too low, right? So if you want to move out, also can. You can move like this. Okay. Like this. And the font size, if you want to change, you can go to Home tab. Change the font size, maybe from 9, change to 12. It's up to you, but choose a bigger one. Similarly, for this also, change to 12. This one too low, move up a little. Move, then you can move like this in order to save your time, right? Okay, any other problem? Yes, the title not nice, right? It's not very suitable, okay? So what we can do is we can say this is a pie chart. For what? For student enrollment. And enter. Some students may ask, can we change the color? Oh, yes, can. You may change the color of your pie chart. Let's say blue, you don't like blue, then just change to other color. So let's say I just want to change the blue color to green, let's say. So what can you do is you just move your mouse cursor inside the blue area and then right click the mouse. Okay, right click the mouse. Then you choose fill. Okay, we have to choose let's say green color. Okay, depends on your preference. Fill. Okay. Let's say we choose green. Okay. Okay, just try by yourself, all right? We are running out of time. Okay, pie chart, okay, Okay, next is bar chart. So this one I move down. Okay, I delete first. Okay, so for bar chart also the same, it's better for you to present the statistic in the percentage frequency value, okay? Percentage frequency. Okay, so as usual, you try to highlight or select these two columns. Total no need, okay? Total no need, Okay, then go to insert tab. Then you choose this one, the first diagram. Okay, bar chart. First one. Okay, choose this one. Huh? First one. Under the check design. Okay. Then the question may ask you, okay, you want to choose 2D, 3D? To choose the simplest one. 2D is enough. This one, simple. Okay. So you can see there are two bars now. First bar represents full-time student. Second bar represents the part-time student. However, you may find that the diagram suggested by the Excel is still not perfect. So we need to improve the layout. Still not good. So we need to improve. What do you want to improve first? You may find that the title is not correct. The name of the y-axis and name of the x-axis also not been stated as well. Okay. And the borderline for the x-axis and y-axis also not been drawn. So if you want to further improve, you can go to layout. I think you need to select the diagram first. Okay, select the diagram. Then you should be able to see quick layout. We call it as the tab, okay, or the tool appears. Okay, we choose this one. The reason is because there are few layouts that you can choose. Few layouts. I'll choose the layout that will provide the space to write the title and also the x and y axis. I'll choose this one, layout number 9. Because layout number 9 provide the space for you to write down the title for y-axis, x-axis. Okay, so I'll choose this one, 9, layout number 9. Percentage frequency no need to show anymore. Indicator no need, so you can delete. So no need. Okay. Then we can set the time, the space as well. Okay, for the x-axis title, x-axis title should be enrollment type. Okay. You can put enrollment type. And then what y-axis is the percentage frequency. Let me check out whether I can type here. How come the graph is missing? Okay. Okay, the graph is missing again, so it's okay. I draw one more time. Insert bar chart. Okay, then select this, click 2 times, so that the quick layout tab appears. Now choose layout number 9. This is a legend number 1, delete. See, very funny, had to wait. Okay, then x-axis you can put enrollment. Status. Or enrollment type also okay. Depends on the question. And then for the y-axis, you can put total frequency or percentage frequency. If you want to put the symbol of percentage also can. If not, it's also fine. Okay. If you want to make it more perfect again, what you can do is you can have a borderline for both bars if you want. Okay, so you can choose highlight these two bars. Okay, right-click the mouse. Okay, the outline can change to black color. Okay, outline change to black. That means the borderline for both bar can change to black color. Anything else you want to improve? Yes, the X and Y axis, you can also try to draw the line for X axis. So how to draw? Okay. First, you select this box, right? Select this box, and then go to your mouse, move your mouse cursor, and right-click any area of this box. Right-click, any area of this box. Then, okay, there is a one dialog box for you to choose. Okay. What you can do is you can choose format axis, the last one. Format axis, last one. So once you choose, you may find that on the right-hand side, there are many options for you to choose. We choose this one, the first one. Something like this is the pen, okay? The painting container. The first one, Then you go to line, choose line. Choose solid line, this one. Okay, under the line, we choose solid line. And this solid line, we want to change to black color. So we have to change the color from gray to black. Okay, show you one more time. So similarly for the y-axis, also the same. Y-axis, if you want to draw a y-axis line here, also the same. Okay, you choose, just need to click on any area of this number. Okay, so you can see the box here, the check area. All right, then right-click your mouse, but you have to move your mouse cursor. Okay, and click on any area of this checkbox. Right-click. Okay, then then you go to the right-hand side of your format axis. Choose this container, or we call it as the border, the border tab, and then go to line, choose solid line, and then change the color to black. I already changed, but the system I think is quite slow. Okay, then lastly is change this title. Title not nice. Okay, title we can put bar chart. Bar chart or enrollment status. Okay, done. This one not one, frequency, percentage frequency we don't want. We can delete. I already deleted, but the system still keep there. Okay, fine. Okay, bar chart done. Next would be histogram. So this example already done. Okay, so what happens if you have quantitative data? If you have quantitative data, then we can present the data using the histogram, a polygon, or the ogive curve. Right, so I'd like to use this example. Example 5. Okay. So these are the data of the number of successful sales that a telephone salesperson working for the Australian gadget company make each day over the course of a month. So these are the data given. These are the sales data, okay, for each day. So you are asked to use this data, but you need to present this data using the single score frequency table. Single score frequency table, that means each class has only one number. Okay, one number represents each class. And you have to present the table or the information using the histogram or using the frequency polygon or the ogive curve. So let us try first. Okay. So how to form the single score frequency? Okay. In order to form the single frequency, I will try to sort the data first. Okay, so I'll copy this sales data from the PowerPoint slide, copy this sales data so that we can sort the data and classify, right? So copy this data and then paste to Excel. Oh yeah, we have a line graph also, huh? Line graph. I haven't shown you the line graph as well. Maybe okay, I'll go for the line graph on. So that will be example 4 line graph. Okay, this one first. Example 4. Okay. Example 4. Okay. I'll show you this one first, line graph. How to draw the line graph. Okay. So these are the COVID-19 cases in 5 days for 2 countries, Indonesia and Malaysia. So you're asked to draw a line graph to represent the COVID-19 cases for both countries. So how to do so? Okay. So at first, I'll copy all these statistics. Okay, highlight this, and then paste to the Excel. So these are the data, all right? So what can I do is we can highlight this one. Select this, highlight. I try to increase the size, okay? Highlight this, okay, now we go to Insert tab. Insert tab is at the top left-hand side, okay? And then choose line graph. Line graph is this one, the second one. Click on this, click on the arrow, Okay, so there are many types of line graph. Choose which one? Choose the most simple one, the first one, the 2D line. Okay, then the next step is to improve the layout for the whole line graph. The blue line represent the Indonesia cases, and then the Malaysia cases represented by using the orange line. Okay, but the problem now is title of the chart is not given. Okay? The title for the y-axis and x-axis also missing. So at first, I would like to choose the appropriate layout for this diagram in order to improve. So please highlight this one, click 2 times until you're able to see the quick layout appears on the top left-hand side of the screen. Okay. So now we choose this one. This is not nice. Choose the one that whereby you can have you can put the x and y axis. If you choose layout number 1, there is no x-axis title space for you to jot down the information. Okay, I'll choose layout number 1. Okay. Title you can put, this is the line graph. For COVID-19 cases, okay. Okay, then how about the y-axis title? Y-axis title should be the this is the number of cases. Okay, some students may ask whether we need this indicator. Yes, we need this legend because now we compare 2 countries. Okay, just now for the bar chart we remove the legend, right? But for this, because we got 2 countries, we want to do comparison. So the indicator for 4 countries are done delete. Okay, just retain that. We just need to add the title for the whole graph and also the title for the y-axis. Okay, that will be number of cases. Done, Okay, next histogram. For histogram, it's like, okay, you need to count. Yeah? How many days the cells is 5? You may find that only 1 day. Okay, so put frequency 1. How many days the number of cells achieve 6? 2 days. Okay, so jot down the information for frequency accordingly. Okay, you can make sure that altogether you have 20 data. Okay, altogether 20 data. Huh? I try to increase the size of the screen. Okay, all right. Temporarily, you can just forget about the cumulative frequency. Yeah, we are not going to use cumulative frequency. We only need number of cells. This is the class column. Huh? This is the class column. And also number of days, which is the frequency column. Okay, and we want to draw the histogram. This one I hide first, so that you're not confused. Okay, so we need these 2 columns only. This column is stand for the x-axis, okay, the class. Frequency is the y-axis. Okay, all right. So now we have to draw the histogram. Okay, so how to draw then? Okay, we have to, you can select the title for both columns until the statistics for the last class, which is passport. Okay, highlight this. Then go to the Excel tab, choose Insert tab. All right, then, okay, choose which one? Go back to this bar chart. This one. Now we are doing histogram, but we still have to use the bar chart tab. Okay, I explain to you why. This one. Now we are going to draw the histogram. Okay. I think, okay, if I choose this one, there will be a lot. Okay, I undo. Okay, I'll choose and highlight. I'll highlight only this cumulative frequency. I'll highlight this only. Okay, this. Only 1 column. Okay, frequency column. Okay, so you may find that like for the, I should choose number of frequency. It is wrong. Okay. Supposed to be number of frequency. Yeah. Okay, this one only. One more time. Okay. Go to here. Okay. Okay, you may find that like each class has a gap in between. Then this is not histogram anymore. Because for histogram, suppose there is no gap in between 2 classes. Okay. There's a gap. And anything wrong? Another one is, suppose this class, suppose the number is 5. This one is 6, 7. So something wrong with the layout. Okay, so we need to do some amendments for this layout. Okay, before that, we need to choose the appropriate layout first for this diagram. So we need to double click this so that we can change the layout. The system is hanging. Okay. Okay, maybe we can just simply change the title first. Title should be histogram. Or for cells. Okay. Anything else that we need to improve? Yes. For the gaps, suppose shouldn't have any gap. So how to remove all the gaps? How can you do is you can move your mouse cursor and select any of the bars here, okay? And then move your mouse cursor to any of the bars, right click the mouse on any of the bars. Okay, then we can choose format cell series. Okay, so once you choose format cell series, I repeat one more time. You can right click the mouse, okay? Then you choose format data series or cell series, the last one. Then you should be able to see this bar chart symbol appears on the right hand side of the Excel file. Okay, so under here you choose the gap width, right? You can see the gap width, you choose 0%. Or what you can do is you can just move this tab to 0%, so that all the gaps can be closed. Okay. I already chose, but the system is still hanging. Okay, choose this one. Okay. Anything else you need to improve? Yes, this one, the numbering for the x-axis also not correct. Okay, because the first cut support should start with 5, and then 6, 7, and 9. This number not correct. So support should not start with 1. The lowest class number is 5. The lowest cells for this statistic should be started with 5, but not 1. So what you can do is you highlight this box, move your mouse cursor, right click the mouse, okay, within the area of this box. Okay, then you can see the format axis. You can see this one, format axis. Okay. Okay, I try to change the. I try to add the borderline first. Go to solid line. Since it's already here, okay. Okay. Then the next step is you have to go for this. Format check area. Okay. The system is down. Hi. I have only how many minutes? 7 minutes left. I think we'll do this one during the tutorial because the system seems to be quite slow now. All right, so we'll do during the tutorial when not many students in each group. All right. So far today we already learned how to draw the pie chart, bar chart, okay, plus line chart, plus how to present the frequency table. Okay. So at the moment now, okay, during the next tutorial, you should be able to do the tutorial exercise 1, okay, until those questions that are related to those charts and plus the difference between qualitative and quantitative. So during the next, the next tutorial, we are going to study. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to draw the histogram, polygon, and also the object curve. Okay, in the next tutorial questions. Okay, if you have your Excel, your laptop, you can bring your laptop Excel so that you can practice in the class. If not, that is okay, optional. So yeah, 7 minutes left. So attendance, make sure that you take the attendance, right? So for the online students, we are going to discuss during the tutorial on Thursday. Okay. Yeah. So have a nice day. Today is the first class, right? Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, so I think we just call a day, okay? And bye-bye. I think I'll stop doing the recording now. Okay, online students, I need to stop doing the recording now. We'll discuss during the next tutorial, all right? Bye-bye, see you all. Oh, thank you very much. Okay.